Hi, fight fans. As you know, there is already a conversation about the fight between Hamza Chimaev and Colby Covington. But before Khamzat can take on Covington, he will have to dominate his next opponent, Gilbert at UFC 273. A dominating performance against Burns means Khamzat will become the number 2 welterweight.
Gilbert Burns versus Hamza Chimaev is slated for UFC 273 in Jacksonville, so that's the next pay-per-view after George and Colby.
They haven't signed it yet. It's not 100%, but it's in the works. They're working on it from what I understand. As of yesterday when I saw it, didn't look like it was signed yet. Look, Chimaev stepping up in the big dogs. It's going to be a big-time fight. Look, this fight hits the ground, though. I don't care how good his wrestling is. I've seen Gilbert against guys way bigger than him and just dominate and just control and do things on the ground. But now keep this thing on the feet.
Yeah, there you go.
Gilbert's got speed on the hands. We saw that when he fought Usman. He rocked Usman. He's got some power. And he's got fast hands.
But he's not. But I'm telling you, I've watched. Again, Chimaev before he was ever in the UFC. Dude, the guy in the stand-up, he's got hands. This is where people are. They're like, oh yeah, we haven't seen bullshit. Yeah. He's good in the stand-up. He is slick in the stand-up. He throws straight shots, and he's got power. So. In the stand-up, I will agree with you. If it hits the ground and Gilbert's in the top position, Chimaev's got problems. If Chimaev is in the top position, he's got to be careful, but he's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On the feet, I'm telling you, Chimaev is a freaking monster. The dude is good.
Covington, we have no choice but to take him seriously, and both fighters will start getting things in order for their fight. If he gets to this point, the Covington fight will happen sooner rather than later. Given the way things are going, we won't have to wait too long before we see the UFC announcement between Hamza Chimaev and Colby Covington. And we can't wait. If Covington decides to keep talking nonsense, it will only anger Khamzat because of the fight. When your reputation is at stake, you must ensure that people who disparage your name treat you with due respect. Hamza Chimaev, who is due to face former UFC welterweight title contender Gilbert Burns at UFC 273, previously said that he would fight the winner of Colby-Jorge pair. He said, after defeating Burns, hopefully, I will fight the winner of Masvidal-Covington pairing, because it looks like Usman has a hand injury and he needs time to recover. Hope he gets better soon. I'm waiting for this guy too. Looking forward to the opportunity to fight him. But now, I think that the winner of our fight, Gilbert, will fight the winner of Masvidal-Covington for an interim title or just for the number 1 contender spot. However, after Colby Covington defeated Jorge Masvidal in a 5-round fight, Bors expressed his dissatisfaction with the fight, calling it a shit fight. Chimaev shared his opinion about the main event of the UFC 272 tournament. Chimaev's tweet was even shared by former lightweight title contender Dustin Poirier, who was called out by Colby Covington during his post-fight victory speech. After his victory over Masvidal, the American UFC fighter Colby Covington was asked what he thinks about a potential confrontation with Hamza Chimaev if he defeated Gilbert Burns. I don't watch people who have 3 or 4 fights in the UFC. He needs to take care of his mom, who gave him that name. His name is Gumshot. It's humiliating. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at your mother who gave you the name Gumshot, Covington said in one interview.
Man, I can't believe that his mother named him Gumshot. That's such a disgrace, man. It's just like the disrespect, man. It's like his mom doesn't even give a shit about him. I don't think he celebrates Mother's Day. I think that's like over there in his country, wherever he's from. I don't think he celebrates that. Getting called Gumshot, man. Gumshot's a joke, though, Mike. That guy, he needs to be someone like worthy, like someone in the top 5, someone in the top of the rankings, not just fight handpicked people. And what has he got? 4 UFC fights?
4.
The media loves to rush these kids, and these hype jobs. And this is fighting, man. People get seriously hurt for rushing people like that. So if you guys want to rush a guy and take some time off his life and send him for a hospital trip, then yeah, I'm always open for that. I love doing good business, and I love doing business for the UFC.
Khamzat knows that if he gets the chance to fight Covington, he has to pay him back for all this chatter in the octagon, or in the street, or anywhere. But he will do it. You can talk shit about someone like Khamzat. He's Chechen, Caucasian. They are courageous people. One thing I know for sure, he will not forgive him. Not just for Khamzat. Nobody's mother can be touched. No religion, nor family. Or else, you will get your face broken. Some insults are unforgivable. This is crazy. A mother is the holiest thing we have. Dirty words will not be pushed aside. Why is Colby mad at Khamzat? Khamzat isn't the only one that felt the fight between Masvidal and Covington didn't live up to the hype. How many years have fans been waiting for this fight? and they did not justify the hope at all. Everyone wants to see a knockout. Therefore, many agree with Chimaev that the fight was shitty. In the end, the most important thing that matters in a fight is winning, and Covington did that, even if it wasn't in the most stylish manner. Some UFC fans also believe the fight was a bullshit fight because of how Covington grappled Masvidal and think he got his win. You can really blame the fans. They expected a bloody fight because of the bad blood that exists between the two fighters, especially with the way Covington always trash talks the opponents he faces. Covington is a true grappler, and he successfully used his tactics to win fair and square in his fight against an opponent who is a good knockout puncher. Being a mixed martial artist, it's okay to get mad when someone downplays your win. And when that happens, there is a bunch of ways you can reply to the haters. Covington's ways to address those against him is by trash-talking them to death. He will go after your loved ones, and any other thing he can use, but Khamzat is a different story. So we are witnessing the beginning of the enmity between two fighters, who will end up with a crazy confrontation. Let's hope that they will not meet until Dana organizes their fight, so that, in the future, this situation does not interfere with their meeting in the octagon.
Hamza Chimaev is a name that everybody is now aware of. It's a name on the tip of everybody's tongues. If you are a fan of mixed martial arts, you know the name Hamza Chimaev. But I think it's safe to say a year ago, 18 months ago, nobody had heard of him. But this guy is slowly taking over this sport, right? The numbers that this guy generates, the attention that he grabs really is mind-blowing. And of course, last time we saw him up against Li Jingliang, dominating him, embarrassing him, you might say. But now he's going after someone new. Now he's going after Colby Covington. I don't know if that's smart for Colby Covington. I'm not saying that he couldn't beat Khamzat, although if you ask me right now who wins, I'd probably say Hamza. I don't know why. It's just, well, I did just see him throw everyone around like a rag doll. There is levels to the game. But for Hamza, that's such a great fight, because if he passes that test, then one would assume that he would be next in line for a title fight. For Colby Covington, if he loses to Hamza, then and Hamza doesn't pan out to be as great as what he proclaims, then that's potentially a dangerous scenario for Colby Covington. However, Colby Covington did come round and say, listen, I'd be open to that. As I said, what was the line? If you want to rush this guy and take some time off his life, then yeah, I'm open for that. Hamza has responded in kind to Colby Covington. He said, let's go, bitch. With me, you're Colby Covington, I will take your heart. And he's put a heart and then 3 emojis and then a coughing sign. So he's threatening to kill him. This is, call the cops, I'm coming for you.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support this channel.